What's the object-orientated way to become wealthy? What? Inheritance. Why did the functions stop calling each other? Why? Because they had constant arguments. I'm afraid of the vertical axis. Why? I watched a movie about databases yesterday. How was it? It was great, but unfortunately, there was no sequel.
British people writing code be all like. Customer, I'm running from the ID. Tech support. Why? What do you think will happen if it catches you? An engineering student writes a letter to their crush, and the student next to them grabs the note. The first student shouts, "Hey, you can't see that. It's private." The second student replies, "But we are in the same class."
How did the hacker escape the police? How did he? He ran somewhere. Why is inserting a new line racist? How come? It requires the N-word. Why is Poseidon a bad programmer? Why? Because he mainly controls C. Never ask a front-end developer to help you move furniture. Why? They can drop tables. I like my passwords like I like my potatoes. How? #tan salted. What do you call a programmer who never stops learning? What? A wild true loot.
Programming is a lot like sex.
How come?
One mistake and you're providing support for a lifetime. What do you call a GPT model trained only on 4chan?
What?
The generative AI. My kid gave me a world's #1 dad mug,
Oh, that's awesome.
but they gave their stepdad a world's #0 dad. Whenever I call an API, it reminds me of her.
How so?
Both gives me no response. Our team once had a debate about best names for looping variables.
What happened then?
I won. Why did the junior developer always carry a spoon?
I'm not sure. Why?
Because they heard it was great for handling spaghetti code. How do you make a programmer sad?
How do you make them sad?
Give them someone else's code to fix. How do you make a programmer happy?
How do you make them happy?
Give them a problem to solve. Why did the programmer go broke?
Why?
He used up all his cash. Why was the JavaScript developer sad?
Why?
Because he didn't get any callbacks. What do you get when you cross a computer and a vampire?
What do you get?
A bite. What do you call an array of 1 billion trues and falses?
What?
A booleanaire. Why do Java developers wear glasses?
I'm not sure. Why?
Because they can't see hash. Why did the programmer quit his job?
I don't know. Why?
He didn't get a raise. What do you call a programmer who works at a bank?
What do you call them?
A branch manager. How do you find a missing software engineer?
I'm not sure. How do you do it?
Just follow their traces. They always leave footprints in the code. Why did the programmer bring a ladder to the bar?
Why did they bring it?
To reach the high-level spirits. Why don't programmers like to eat bananas?
Why don't they?
Because they can't stand peeling with unexpected results. Why did the programmer get kicked out of the grocery store?
Why did they?
They couldn't find the root vegetables. Why don't programmers like to play hide and seek?
I'm not sure. Why don't they?
Because they always find themselves in the bug. What's a programmer's favorite type of clothing?
I'm not sure. What is it?
A classy outfit. Why don't programmers like nature?
Why don't they?
They prefer the sea. Why did the programmer start a gardening business?
I'm curious. Why did they?
They wanted to branch out from coding. What did the computer say to the programmer on their wedding day?
What did it say?
You're my rightful mate. How does a computer get drunk?
How does it?
It takes screenshots. Why was the programmer's vacation ruined?
I'm not sure. Why was it ruined?
Because they couldn't find an escape key. What's a programmer's favorite kind of shoes?
I don't know. What is it?
Bootstrapping. What do you call a programmer who doesn't like coffee?
I don't know. What do you call them?
The coffee-nated. Why did the programmer bring a ladder to the bar?
I'm not sure. Why did they?
They heard the drinks were on the house. What's a programmer's favorite plant?
Tell me. What is it?
A variable.
Subscribe.
What is every programmer's all-time favorite Starbucks order?
Tell me. What is it?
A Java chip frappuccino. Why did the programmer get stuck in the shower?
I'm curious. Why?
Because they followed the instructions on the shampoo bottle. Lather, rinse, repeat. Why did the programmer take a break from coding?
Why did they?
They needed to refresh their mind.
Nope.
Why do programmers prefer to work in teams?
I'm not sure. Why?
Because they don't like null pointers. What do you call a duck that's good at programming?
I don't know. What do you call it?
A code quacker. Why do programmers prefer cats as pets?
Why is that?
Because they are experts in debugging. Why don't programmers like to go outside?
I don't know. Why don't they?
The sun causes too many glitches. Why did the programmer always bring a ladder to work?
Why did they?
Because they wanted to reach the high-level code.
Nope.
How do you stop a Python program from continuously running?
How?
Just use a break statement. What's a computer's favorite type of music?
I don't know. What is it?
Algorithms?
Nope.
Why do programmers prefer Star Wars over Star Trek?
Tell me, why?
Because they appreciate a good force push. What do you call a programmer from Finland?
I'm not sure. What do you call them?
A nerdette. Subscribe. Why don't programmers like nature?
I don't know. Why don't they?
Because it has too many bugs. How do you comfort a JavaScript bug?
I'm not sure. How do you?
You console it. Why did the programmer quit his job at the ice cream shop?
I'm not sure. Why did he?
He found it too rocky. Subscribe for a meaningful life. What's a programmer's favorite song?
I'm curious. What is it?
Another one bites the code. Why do programmers prefer gardening?
I don't know. Why do they?
Because they enjoy planting seeds of code and watching them grow. How does a computer take a break?
I'm not sure. How does it?
It takes a bite.
Subscribe for a life full of laughter.
What's the most used language in programming?
I'm not sure. What is it?
Profanity. Why did the developer go broke?
Why?
Because he lost his domain in a bet and couldn't afford hosting anymore. What's a programmer's favorite hangout spot?
I don't know. What is it?
The Foo Bar.
Subscribe for happiness deliver.
Hey, did you hear about the programmer who got married?
Yeah, they said it was a beautiful union of code and commitment. I heard their vows were bug-free.
Haha, that's awesome. I guess they found their perfect match in life. Why do programmers prefer dark mode?
I'm not sure. Why?
Because the bugs are less likely to find them in the dark.
Nope.
Did you know that software developers are great singers?
Really? How come?
They can carry a tune as long as it's not a deadline.
Subscribe for a life full of laughter.